Have you ever said something simple like, I'm hungry to someone you care about and been completely shocked or irritated by how they responded? Maybe you just wanted to let them know that you were ready to eat, but suddenly they are upset, defensive, or acting like you're blaming them for something. If you have ever been in that position, you're not alone. Communication is tricky, isn't it? The thing is, it's not just what you say, it's how it's heard. That's where the communication square comes in. Today, we are focusing on the receiver side. By the end of the video, you will know why people interpret messages differently and how you can navigate that to create better conversations. Hi, I'm Mai. I'm on the neurodivergent spectrum. I know how frustrating it can be when your words are taken the wrong way. For me, understanding the communication square by Friedemann Schulz von Thun changed how I approach conversations. I worked call center for 14 years, and this was one of the most practical tools I've come across and that I reminded myself daily during work. And once I started recognizing how messages are received, I noticed a big shift in how my conversation flowed. So let's dive into an example to see this in action. So you just come home from a long day of work, you're tired, you're hungry, and you say to your partner, I'm hungry. Simple? But how your partner hears it can completely change the mood of the conversation. They might take it as a fact. Oh, Mai's just letting me know they are hungry. Feel criticized. Are they saying I should have had dinner ready? Here's that a wish? They are hinting that I should make something to eat. Or take it personally. Do they think I'm not doing enough? Does one of those sound familiar? Which one of these responses do you hear most often? These are the 4 sides of the communication square in action. The communication square explains that every message has 4 layers and the receiver interprets all of them even if you don't mean it in that way. The factual side is the straightforward information. If they're focused here, they will simply take it as a fact and respond with something like, okay, what do you want to eat? The relationship side. This reflects how the receiver feels about your relationship. If your partner feels insecure, they might hear criticism like, you should have known I would be hungry by now. The appeal side. This is what you might be asking for directly or indirectly. Your partner might think they want me to cook something for them. And the self-revealing side. This is about what you're sharing about yourself. Your partner might hear something like, Mai needs a tough day and needs support. And the tricky part is the side of the message that stands out depends on the receiver's state of mind. If your partner's feeling stressed, they're more likely to interpret your words as criticism. If they are relaxed, they might focus on the factual side. So imagine your partner had a tough day too. When they hear I'm hungry, they might jump to the conclusion that you're blaming them for not making dinner. That's not what you meant, but their mindset shaped their interpretations. So how can you get better at interpreting messages when you are on the receiver end? Pause before reacting. When something stings, take a moment to ask yourself, which side of the message am I hearing right now? Is it a fact? Is it the relationship side, appeal, self-revelation? This pause helps you to respond thoughtfully instead of emotionally. Ask for clarification. If you're unsure, just ask. Hey, when you said you were hungry, did you just mean you're ready to eat, or is there more to it? That opens the door to understanding. Check your own mood. I'm guilty of that one. Your mood affects how you hear things. If you're stressed, you're more likely to hear criticism. Recognizing this can help you adjust your perspective. And practice empathy. Try stepping into the other person's shoes. What might they be trying to share beyond the words they are saying? I used to take a lot of things personally. If someone said, I'm hungry, I would immediately think they were frustrated with me and I should have the meal ready. But later on, I started checking in with myself more often and made it a frequent habit. Am I hearing effect? Am I projecting my own feelings onto their words? What is actually going on here? One time I was cooking dinner and my partner walked in and said the kitchen is messy, and at first I felt attacked, like they were saying I've done something wrong. But when I paused and thought about the four sides, right, I realized they were just sharing a fact. And that shift can save you from a pointless argument like it did me. The receiver's perspective is all about awareness. When we can identify which side of the message you're focusing on, you can see everything in a whole new light. In the follow-up video next week, we will talk about the sender's side of the communication square. Make sure you hit the subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss it. Thank you for spending time with me today. Communication is a skill, and every conversation is a chance to grow. Take care. I see you next time.